Hi there, welcome back to my channel, and thank you so much for being a part of the membership, part of the Light Warrior League. So today we're going to be talking about Balenciaga a little bit more. This is a quick little thing, but I wanted to add this in here because this is something that I had learned through my spirit guides and also through astral projection, where I actually met 𝗂𝗟 after I had made those videos. That was actually a very interesting experience. I will say this though, he was hideous, and then he turned into like this most beautiful man I'd ever seen. They're really good at that. It's pretty annoying, to be honest with you, because it does confuse the mind. It really confuses me. But I just want to be very real about something, is that one of the things about Balenciaga that I had learned with their ad with this child, and we're going to look at this picture again, this little boy, and he's sitting there with a chair. There's a chair in the background, and it has the wraparound of Balenciaga. These are other satanic hidden meanings, and what a lot of people don't know is that Baal is a king, and so Baal is a devil entity. So the reason why the chair being wrapped around, what can you guess what this meaning is? Write it down in the comment section below. But if you're right, then you're correct. Yes, this is in reference to his symbolic kingdom, to his throne, to his chair, where he is in charge of the situation, of people, of the satanic order, of what it means to be a devil and to have all this authority and power. I will say that I have actually had really long conversations with 𝗂𝗟, and it was definitely something I was not prepared for. He actually began to talk to me in a way where he was very kind, he was very generous, he was very informative, and almost appearing loving. I will say it was confusing to me. I'm never going to sit here and lie and tell my fans or tell any of my viewers that, oh, now she's worshiping Baal. No. But I always treat these spirits with respect. I always try to listen to their side. Even if they're negative, I still know that they're lying, but I will still let them give me the BS story that they give me. Deep down, I never want to believe these spirits are evil. I mean, that's part of being a light worker. That's part of being a starseed. We starseeds have very high vibrational energy, very high love. And it's very, very normal to feel this way towards a being. But always keep in mind, light workers, light warriors, that these are beings that lie. They give us amazing, amazing experiences, but a lot of the times they are just liars. And it breaks my heart every time I think about this, when I say this out loud, when I tell people this, because it really hurts, because I actually wanted to care about, Payman and Baal and other beings, even Belial, but they're liars, and it doesn't matter how beautiful they once were before they became evil. They are still liars, and they're still in charge of people in hell. Getting down to another piece that a lot of people don't realize, which is another Easter egg. When you see a lot of Kim Kardashian, and then there's also Lizzo, we can also reference this to Lizzo, who is apparently really loved. I don't understand why Lizzo is famous, to be honest with you. I've heard her music. I think it's trash. I don't like it. I'm not against hip hop. I love hip hop. I even like some Cardi B every once in a while and some other stuff, but I most of the time I'm not really into a lot of it, especially if I just don't get it. But here's the thing, is that once you end up seeing Balenciaga written all over their body in caution tape, this is a caution to all that this is what Baal will do to you, is that he will wrap himself around you psychically. You become his bitch, basically. You become his property. I know this from experience from devils in general, and also from encountering and interacting with Baal. And I've actually learned that he will basically attach himself to you either through the anus or through other means of within your body to attach himself to you, and he'll start draining your energy. And this seems to be a very common situation, not for all people that are into demonolatry and working with him, but people specifically that either like that, or in some cases he does it to be sexual in nature, because he's trying to get you to be drawn to him, to like him through the act of sexual interaction. So there's a lot of hypnotism, there's a lot of manipulation and coercion, and there's a lot of in some cases even emotional gaslighting, because he's one of those people, these beings, that he'll talk to you and really get to know you through your emotions and really make you feel like he's listening to you, when in actuality it's all an act. None of it's real, and deep down I've always known it wasn't real. And eventually, when I was in battle against him, this was definitely something that was very, very dark, and it was not something that I was prepared for. That was during almost like an exorcism kind of spiritual battle. But the reality is this is something that happens to people, and a lot of people are not aware of it. A lot of people are really believing that Baal is a positive entity, and there was even a person who specifically even made a comment and said that even Google is now changing the meaning of Baal and saying that he's the god of fertility. I've actually noticed that as well. When I was doing more research on Baal, it suddenly changed, and then now all of a sudden he's the god of fertility. And honestly, that really startled me. I was not prepared for that, and because that's not true at all. He is definitely not the god of fertility. He's actually pretty much anti fertility. They're actually pro-abortion. They don't want people to have children. They want people to kill those babies. It's a very deep, dark thing, but there's a lot of Satanism involving an abortion, and we will talk more about that. But this is just based on something I've seen psychically and through the devil's eyes, basically, and it's very, very dark. But I wanted to talk more about Balenciaga and the meaning behind the caution tape and the chair and all these other things that go into it in Balenciaga. But there are other things that are very dark about it, but we will definitely talk more about it eventually if there's more things that come up that I feel need to be addressed. Let me know down in the comment section below what you feel about this so far and what your thoughts are about Baal involved in Balenciaga. It's pretty deep, it's pretty dark stuff, but I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for continuing to be a part of the membership, and thank you so much for joining if you're new. Don't forget to check out my website at lasfrenchymedium.com, where I do sell artisan-made, homemade, magical witchcraft products to help you in your manifestations and affirmations, and even in your own rituals and spells and ceremonies, and also to help build your love, your abundance, your prosperity, and also because it also helps me too. So we're all helping each other. So I love you guys so much, and I can't wait to see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.